The fall of man. Now the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, "Did God really say you must not eat from that any tree in the garden?" The woman said to the serpent, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, you must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die." "You will not surely die," the serpent said to the woman, "for God knows that when you eat it, in your eyes you will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." This is actually, it's saying that the reason why he said that you're gonna die, it's not actually literally you will die because of sin. Because if you eat that, you will die, because that's the punishment, is death. And disobeying God is, back then it was known to be death. And so that's why God said you will die, because you will know the difference. And if you keep sinning, you will die. I mean, that's just how God created. I mean, not many people like the fact that he created us, but he created us for a reason, and he wanted, something beautiful, something that he was proud of. But Satan really ruined it for him. And Satan and God had this very important relationship that I'm willing to share with you some other time. But yes, when the woman saw the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of them were open, and they realized that they were naked. So that's when really the world opened. That's just, when you come to think of it, that feels like stabbed in the stomach. I mean, like, your life is just, it's, for them it's like, holy cow, what did I do? I just ended the human race for just eating an apple or whatever fruit it was. And so they realized that they were naked. So they sewed fig leaf together and made coverings for themselves. Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. But the Lord God called to the man, "Where are you?" He answered, I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man said, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." Good job. Good way to blame somebody. See, told you, it's always the husband that blames the wife. It's never the girl. The girl's always innocent. Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." So the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all the livestock and all the wild animals. You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." This is saying that this is why women are afraid of snakes, because God made women and snakes enemies. But I'm not afraid. I love snakes, so whatever. But yeah, that's why women are very afraid of snakes, because we've been cursed. And to the woman he said, "I will greatly increase your pains in childbearing." So that's why God curses for childbirth. Thank you. "With pain you will give birth to children." Oh. This is why a genius invented epidural. "Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." Now that stinks. Okay? See? We get pain of childbirth, they get ruled over us. That's not fair. They get to rule on us. But, you know, it's the man, and the man knows what's the best for the family. So I'm not going to argue with God there. To Adam he said, because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat it. You must not eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat of it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken, for dust you are, and the dust you will return. Adam named his wife Eve because she would become the mother of all living. Of course, that's a pretty name, but the Lord God made garments of skin for Adam and his wife and clothed them. And the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us. So I assume he'd be talking to the angels at the time. Knowing good and evil, he must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to work a ground from which he had been taken. After he drove the man out, he placed on the east side of the Garden of Eden cherubim and flaming swords flashing back and forth to guard the way of the tree of life. These chapters covers of how God, the fall of man, meaning that, you know, the women, it's been known that women starts things. Maybe this is why we were cursed, because we're the one, it was the woman that, you know, ate the apple and ate the fruit. Apple. I need to stop watching too many cartoons. But ate the apple fruit, and it discussed of how things, and that the fall of man had started, and that after they ate that fruit, they weren't innocent anymore. They weren't pure anymore. They knew the right from wrong, and it just broke God's heart. And this is where sin started. Really, before that, if Adam and Eve chose to. So every time when you guys do something wrong, you say curse Adam and Eve, or curse Eve. She's only encourage Adam to eat the fruit of life. I mean, from the tree of knowledge. And so, yep. And when he's talking about the chapter right here, to Adam, he said, curse the ground of you, because you will, through painful toil, you will eat from the dirt. And you will eat your own dirt, because since you were born out of the dirt, you're going to return dust, meaning we're going to die. Adam came from dirt, so he's starting the human race. So Adam came from dirt, meaning we're going to go back to dirt. So Adam was born from dirt, and everybody came from dirt because we're related to Adam. And we're going to die to dirt, we're going to go back to earth. So we're born, we came from this dust, we're going back. So, like it says, by the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you will return. So it's pretty much saying, we came from dirt, gonna go back to dirt. And the serpent, that was actually Satan. The Satan was, it was possessed inside of a serpent, and meaning that the serpent, this is why all the snakes, they drag through, because they were cursed, because at the time they actually had legs, and so they were cursed that they're gonna eat the dirt, and that woman is their enemy, and that we're gonna fear them, and that we're gonna crush them.